The elections in Pakistan have thrown out the possibility of a coalition government being formed between Nawaz Sharif's PML-N and the Pakistan People's Party of Bilawal Bhutto-Zardari. When exactly that happens and the nature of the agreement is still to be figured out. But what is clear is this: the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, which wasn't allowed to contest in these elections, did in fact contest through independence. Their leader Imran Khan, remember, is in jail for a decade, and these independents actually did extremely well. Had there been an election with the PTI, then perhaps the PPP and the PML-N in Pakistan wouldn't have had much of a chance. But Imran's party is seen to be against the military, the all-pervasive force in Pakistani politics.
Shahbaz Sharif meeting the Pakistan People's Party leader Bilawal Bhutto-Zardari, a meeting to stitch together an alliance in order to form a coalition government. For now, it appears that Nawaz Sharif will be returning as Prime Minister, his fourth term, while the post of President and Speaker of the National Assembly will go to Bhutto's PPP and other alliance members. The Pakistan People's Party won 54 seats, Nawaz Sharif's PML-N won 79 seats, while PTI-backed independents won 93 seats. Significantly, these 93 independents who won are loyal to jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan, whose Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party lost its election symbol and was not allowed to contest. At least 6 independents have now sworn loyalty to Nawaz Sharif's party, including PTI-backed Wasim Qadir. On 10th February, Imran's party released this. An AI-generated voice of Imran Khan declaring victory. The PTI insists the elections were rigged.
2 साल के सख्त जुल्म और नाइंसाफियों के बावजूद हमने 2024 इलेक्शंस 2/3 अक्सरियत से जीत लिया है.
Pakistan faces unprecedented economic uncertainty, with its economy surviving on IMF loans. Any new government will need to renegotiate the terms of loans with the IMF. Islamabad's security situation is also precarious. The relationship with Iran is tense after Tehran bombed terrorist targets on Pakistan territory. A move the Pak Air Force responded to by bombing targets in Iran. For now, it's wait and watch as Zardari and Sharif attempt to form a government, a move that can only happen with the oversight of the Pakistan military, the dominant institution in the country. Bureau Report, NDTV.
All right, so a pretty fast-paced election over there in Pakistan. It's going to be a coalition government. Let's see what the dynamics of that are. And where does all of this leave the independents who've been so closely affiliated with Imran Khan, or essentially members of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf? Joining us now, Dr. Saeed Elahi, former MP and Health Minister of Pakistan, senior leader of the PML-N. We're also joined by Iftikhar Chaudhry, the Vice President of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Punjab, Senator Taj Haider, Secretary General of the Pakistan People's Party, and the writer and columnist Meher Terar. I'd like to thank you all very much for being with us. Let me come across to you first, Dr. Elahi. The fact that the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has done as well as it has through its independence, I mean, numerically they seem to have got 93 odd seats, which is more than what your party has won or more than what the Pakistan People's Party has won. This being the case, is it really a victory for you in the manner in which you claim it is?
I think you're right that the independents have got maximum seats. But the PTI previously in 2018 had the coalition government, which ultimately changed to the PDM government. And the same scenario is going on again now, that all those parties will join and they will form a government as a coalition, which is part of democracy. And it doesn't matter that who is in majority seats. Otherwise, now because independents are not a party, so that's a technical thing. And out of those 93, few of them have joined PML-N and some of them will join People's Party. and other independents who are other than PTI, 90% of them have joined the new coalition. So I think the new coalition will be a very strong government with over 220 members in government and 90 in opposition. So that will be a quite strong government comparing with the PDM government or 2018 government. So that will be much strong government this time now.
Dr. Elahi, how many supporters of Imran Khan who contested this election as independents have now crossed over to your side? I'm told one of them is Tehreek. I'm told one of them you had senior leaders like Wasim Qadir who've also joined. But apart from Mr. Qadir, how many others have now joined from Imran's camp to your camp?
There was from Kohistan, the mountain area. He has also joined PML-N. And third one is from Gawadar, which was supported by PTI. So right now, 3 members from PTI have joined, and out of 20 independents, 18 have joined PML-N.
Right.
So 2 are already waiting.
Okay, that's interesting. Senator Taj Haider, thanks very much for being with us. If you look at the leadership structure of a coalition, would it be Nawaz Sharif as Prime Minister? And if so, what is it that the PPP is looking at?
Well, our Central Committee is meeting in about an hour, and the status of the negotiation will be shared with the members of the Central Committee. And then, of course, something will come out on what the Pakistan People's Party should do. There is a question of continuity of political stability, and Pakistan People's Party wants to be the one who contributes the most towards the political stability in Pakistan. But then there is also an economic program. We have given our 10-point program, which bring relief to the poor sections of the society, which address questions like unemployment, inflation, and poverty. Then some room has to be made by other parties, and especially the Pakistan Muslim League, to accommodate that program. For us, the high office is second priority. The first priority is providing relief to the poor sections of our society, and revival of economy, which has been our, we don't believe in the trickle-down economy. We believe in a people-centric economy. We are a socialist party, and our 10-point program illustrates that.
I understand that, Mr. Haider, but on the issue of leadership, I take your point. And I'm just asking, on the issue of leadership, is there likely to be a consensus with Mr. Sharif being a Prime Minister and leader of your coalition who you accept?
It's not the person, it's the policy which is important. And we
spoken as a true diplomat and politician, sir. But from your heart as a PPP leader, to see Nawaz Sharif back as Prime Minister, most likely, that will not be something which many in the PPP would like. You may not have a choice. So what is the honest answer in this, sir? Are you okay with Nawaz Sharif being Prime Minister?
No. Well, if you ask me, I would like to have my own leader as the Prime Minister of Pakistan, or to have some guarantees which ensure that our policies and our program shall be implemented. As a matter of fact, in the formation of the government, Pakistan People's Party is indispensable. They have to support, they have to depend on our support. And if we have to support, then we have to put some conditions also for giving our support.
So it's not a done deal as yet. That's my last question before I move on. Mr. Haider, it's not a done deal as yet. Is that fair?
Not a done deal, but after the meeting of the Central Committee, we'll make an announcement. Our leadership will make an announcement.
All right.
We'll be addressing the media right after the conclusion of the meeting.
Right. And so, therefore, Mr. Chaudhary, let me come to you next. Where does all of this leave the PTI, which has not been allowed to contest these elections? You don't have an you were denied an election symbol as well. And it appears on the basis of what the PML-N is saying that a lot of your leaders who contested as independents have now crossed over. So it's not enough perhaps then for the PTI to say, no, look, we are the real winners.
देखें जी, मुझे बड़ी खुशी हो रही है, ये बड़ा माशाल्लाह बड़ा अच्छा पैनल है. डॉक्टर सईद इलाही बड़े जबरदस्त हमारे दोस्तों में भी हैं और बड़े अच्छी रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं अपनी पार्टी को. लेकिन हमारा सबसे बड़ा तो मसला ये है कि हम कहते हैं कि हमारे हक दिया जाए, हमारे जो सीटें हमें दी जाएं. हम इन्हीं कंडीशन में इतना ज्यादा हमारे ऊपर प्रेशर हुआ कि हमारी माएं बहनें सड़कों पे ला के जनाब अली इन लोगों ने हमें नंगा करके रख. रेहाना डार की बात करें, एक 70 साल लेडी को उसके घर घुस के उसके गिरबान में हाथ डाला गया. हम तो मांगते हैं कुछ और नहीं, यही मांगते हैं कि भाई हमारे सीटें हमको वापस दो. इस वक्त मैं गुजरांवाला में बैठा हूं.
चौधरी साहब, ये सब मैं मानता हूं, मैं सिर्फ आपसे ये पूछ रहा हूं कि अब आपके कई नेता जो है जो जिन्होंने इलेक्शन जीता है वो PML-N और शायद PPP के पक्ष पे जा रहे हैं, तो PTI को छोड़ के जा रहे हैं. इस पे आप क्या कहेंगे?
वही बात करूंगा. देखिए, ये जमहूरियत है. अभी इब्तदा में क्या बार बार गिरती है और लोग जो लाए गए हैं इतनी ज्यादा नफासत से, आप इंडिया में बैठ के पाकिस्तान की सिचुएशन को कतई नहीं समझ सकते. आपकी माँ, बहन, बेटी, उसको भी नंगा करके अगर कहें कि भाई आपने ज्वाइन करना, मैं तो ज्वाइन कर लूंगा अगर मेरे साथ मेरी माँ बेटी और उसकी इज्जत महफूज ना हो.
मतलब धमकी देके आपके नेताओं को बताया गया, धमकी देके आपके नेताओं को बताया गया कि आप पक्ष छोड़ के दूसरे पक्ष पे आ जाए, आप ये कह रहे हैं?
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल ऐसा ही होता है. हमारे जो लीडर्स हैं, जीते हुए लोग हैं.
Okay, let me get a reaction. Let me get a quick reaction to that. Dr. Elahi, that's a very direct allegation which has been made by Mr. Chaudhary, saying that under threat of violence, independents who have won and who have supported Imran Khan in the past are being forced to cross over. How would you respond?
I think I would like to correct my friend that yes, there might be some pressure which I don't know, and that is a very debatable issue. But most of the people who have joined back PML-N, originally they were from PML-N, and at certain stage they were denied tickets or their rights. So being very angry and annoyed with the party, either they joined PTI or they contested as independent. So most of the independents were formerly members of PML-N and members of assembly. So that's why it happened previously also in 2013, 2018, that most of the PML-N leaders who were not awarded tickets, after winning, they again joined PML-N. So it is happening again in fourth election, after 2008, 13, 18, and 24. So most of the people are joining originally were from PML-N. So I think they need not to be terrified or humiliated because they were from this party, went, got seats, and came back.
चौधरी साहब, आप इस पे रिस्पॉन्ड करना चाहेंगे?
For example, take 1, 2, 3 name who have joined because of your people.
वसीम कादिर साहब हैं जो लाहौर से हैं, जो लाहौर से MP रहे PML-N, और यूसुफ साहब हैं जो कोहिस्तान से, वो भी PML-N में थे. गवादर से जहूर साहब हैं जो PML-N के साथ थे, छोड़ के चले गए PTI में, अब वो ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं. 3 लोग तो ये हैं और 18 वो हैं जिसमें
आपको बता दूं उन्होंने हलफ दे रखा है, अपने कुरान के ऊपर हलफ दिया है हम इमरान खान के साथ रहेंगे.
कुरान पे हलफ दिया होगा, आपको दिया होगा. मैं तो
चौधरी साहब एक सेकंड, मैं आपके पास अभी आऊंगा, उनको खत्म करने दीजिए. गो अहेड सर एंड देन आई विल गो अक्रॉस टू मिस्टर चौधरी.
18 मेंबर्स जो हैं जिसमें मुअज्जम शेख तल्लू है, मुअज्जम जतोई हैं, तो ये 18 लोग तो वो हैं जिन्होंने कल रात they met Mr. Shahbaz Sharif and formally joined them. Now 3 are left, so 24 people have already joined. 3 are left. I think they will have meeting today.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
tomorrow they are-
Chaudhry Saab, respond to this. He's named several leaders who he says have voluntarily come across to their side.
सर वॉलंटरी यही लोग थे जिन्होंने अपनी कुरान के ऊपर हाथ रखकर ये कहा कि हम इमरान के साथ ही रहेंगे। अब हमारे यहाँ एक मशहूर मिसाल है कि ये होता है कुसौन नजदीक है या अल्लाह, तो वो बोलेगा कुसौन नजदीक है। ये डरे हुए लोग हैं बेचारे, इनको किसके आगे डाल रहे हैं। मैं एक ही बात कर रहा हूं कि जब माँ बहन बेटी की इज्जत वो उस तरह उछाली जाएगी तो वो क्यों नहीं। मैं खुद इंजीनियर इफ्तिखार चौधरी इतनी जमहूरियत के लिए कुर्बानियां दी हैं, जेलें काटी हैं। अगर इस सूरत में मेरी बहन और बेटी को मेरे सामने नंगा कर दिया जाए और उसको कहे कि तुम आ जाओ जेएस हालाटी में आ जाओ, तो मैं जेएस हालत की पार्टी में जाना पसंद करूंगा। सियासत किस लिए होती है? इज्जत एहतराम के लिए होती है।
लेट्स गेट एन इंडिपेंडेंट वॉइस ओवर हियर। चौधरी साहब एक मिनट, आप जो कह रहे हैं मैं समझ चुका हूं, मैं सिर्फ एक इंडिपेंडेंट वॉइस से पूछना चाहूंगा। मेहर तरार, कमिन ओवर हियर। आर पीटीआई इंडिपेंडेंट्स being forced to join effectively at gunpoint or otherwise through the threat of violence?
Hi Vishnu, the last time we spoke and today things have changed so dramatically in Pakistan. The most important thing to focus on right now is what is happening in Pakistan. It's not about independents changing their loyalties and going back to their original party or who's being forced or who's being harassed, and that is a secondary issue right now. The most important thing is PTI is claiming that they have won 180 seats. That would give them a clear majority in the parliament, and that would, negate the idea of anybody buying anybody or anybody leaving the party. Also, the most important things to me are Sirajul Haq Saab. He's the head of Jamaat-e-Islami, the most important religion-based party in Pakistan. He has quit politics today because he had I want to read this to you. Also, Jahangir Tareen, IPP, the party, the kind of the kingmaker party. They said that it was because of Jahangir Tareen and the establishment that Imran Khan won the election last time. And Jahangir Tareen was planning to support the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz information of the new government. His party has been routed. They have managed to get 2 votes, 2 seats, both of which are being the 2 wins that are being contested very seriously in courts right now. I think the cases have reached the courts. सिराजुल हक साहब मेहनत और कोशिश के बावजूद कामयाबी नहीं दिला सका। इलेक्शन में शिकस्त की जिम्मेदारी कबूल करते हुए जमात इस्लामी की लीडरशिप छोड़ रहा हूँ। The most important thing today, the thing that has made the biggest headlines in Pakistan right now, and which the PML-N and PPP, not even PPP, I wouldn't even comment on PPP, but basically what's happening all over Pakistan. It's about all the parties. पहले ही कहा था जो जीते उसे जीतने दो, जो हारे उसे हारने दो। मेरी जीती हुई सीट पर फॉर्म 45 के मुताबिक पीटीआई जीती है। दिस इज द विनिंग कैंडिडेट फ्रॉम कराची, PS 129. He's Jamaat-e Islami candidate. He's won the seat. He's vacating his seat for PTI because he's saying, I have not won this seat because you see, anybody who believes, who's a real follower of any religion would not want to lie and would not want to come to power through dishonest means. And he's not the only one. There is Mustafa Khokar from Islamabad. He was the runner-up. PTI candidate was winning the election, and PTI candidate happened to be the second runner-up. Mustafa Khokar has said it openly, and he is not the only one, that that PTI person was winning, and the person who has
all right.
won
So
should have been
essentially
so
raising that entire point, Meher,
question.
on whether the
That is
process
the
at
most
some way or the
important.
other was rigged. I take that point. In
No,
fact,
I just want to. I just want. What I'm trying to say is that unless the whole thing is figured out, decided, sorted out through courts, through impartial hearings, through impartial, they'll have to.
the
look
real
at
truth may
every
not emerge.
form.
Just hold your thoughts,
So
Meher, for
it
half a
doesn't even
second.
matter who's going where.
Got it.
and who's
Meher,
being
hold on
bought
for a
and who's
second.
being
I need to just keep the strike rotating. Senator Taj Haider, let me come back to you, sir. Would you say ultimately it's the Pakistan army or the institution of the military which is the real winner in this? Because Imran Khan, perhaps the strongest leader in terms of popular support, is in jail, and that the army gets to choose acceptable options.
No, I think we have to do our own soul searching also. Politicians have to conduct themselves as politicians and work within the bounds that the Constitution gives them, which is that no one should go to the army to seek their support. Unfortunately, some of our parties, they go to the army, and I don't want to name it because they are facing a lot of problems right now. I don't want to name them, but in 2018, the position was that Mr. Imran Khan came on the shoulders of the establishment of Pakistan and became the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
Yes, but sir, respectfully, that situation changed drastically when he went against the institution. But today
Yes,
is the
that
PPP
always-
and the PML-N, is the PPP and the PML-N after these election results entirely independent, or does this coalition or one of the two parties have the blessings of the army?
No, the problem, unlike the Indian Constitution, our Constitution discourages changing sides. We enacted the 14th Amendment under which we cannot change our party. The problem with PTI right now is that they contested the elections not as a party but as independents.
Yes.
And their lawyers could not find a way out. This was done with us.
No, sir, I'm asking about your party, sir. I'm asking whether the Pakistan People's Party or the PML-N presently have the blessings of the army.
Well, that is the general perception, and if everybody says it, then why should I deny my own people? But once again, this was the situation in 2018 also, and in the interest of stability.
Okay, we've just lost that sound with you. We'll come back.
Cooperated.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you, sir. Carry on.
We cooperated, and we took the process forward instead of. One has to make a lot of compromises in politics in order to move forward. You can't stick to your position all the time, and you have to accommodate others. Unfortunately, even now, although the independents are in a bigger number, they are not talking to others about formation of government. If they are the largest party, which perhaps they are, they should be talking to other parties also. And instead of raising hue and cry all the time, they should be discussing with others to find a way out to this.
Chaudhary Saab, why don't you respond to this? Chaudhary Saab, अगर आपके साइड में आपके समर्थक majority में है, independent candidate जो है, तो आप एक फ्रंट बना के एक सरकार क्यों नहीं बनाना चाहेंगे इस वक्त? आप एक कोalition सरकार नहीं चाहेंगे इस वक्त?
अच्छा जी, मैं इस सवाल का जवाब थोड़ा सा तवील दूंगा. जैसे बड़े सीनियर हैं हमारे ताज हैदर साहब, हम इनको पढ़ते हैं, सुनते हैं, बड़े प्यारे सेनेटर हैं हमारे, हम इनसे बहुत प्यार करते हैं. लेकिन इनको प्यार में ये बताना भी चाहते हैं कि भाई हमें क्यों इल्जाम लगाते हो कि आप ही अपनी अदाओं पे जरा गौर करो. हम अगर अर्ज करेंगे तो शिकायत होगी. भुट्टो साहब ने अयूब खान को डैडी कहा था, और जितने भी सारे ये डीसीसी ये सजेशन उन्होंने दी थी कि आप मुस्लिम लीग कन्वेंशन के सेक्रेटरी बन जाएं. अब अगर ये जिया के आगे, ये डॉक्टर सईद अलाई को मैं कहूंगा कि जिया के क्या कहते हैं कि गमले में पले हुए ये हैं अपना नवाज शरीफ या नहीं?
पर चौधरी साहब, आपने मेरा सवाल का जवाब नहीं दिया। मैं सिर्फ ये पूछ रहा हूँ कि अगर आपके पक्ष में इंडिपेंडेंट इतने लीडर्स हैं तो आप सरकार क्यों नहीं बनाना चाहते हैं?
सर, मैं आपको बात ये देखें ना, बात इस तरह करनी पड़ती है कि अगर दूसरी साइड से कोई बात हमारे लीडर के ऊपर आए तो हम उनको अपना कहेंगे कि अपने गिरबान में भी जाओ। और दूसरी बात है, हमारा पूरा जितना भी इलेक्शन कैंपेन है सारी है वो करप्ट लोगों के खिलाफ है। और करप्ट लोगों के खिलाफ सईद अलाई के एक लीडर ने कहा था कि हम जरदारी को लाड़काना, मुल्तान और सड़कों पे घसीटेंगे। तो ये घसीटने वालों के साथ हम क्यों बैठेंगे? आप तो खुद बताते हैं कि इनके साथ नहीं बैठना चाहिए। हम बैठ जाएंगे लेकिन गवर्नमेंट नहीं फार करेंगे। हमारा सिर्फ मुतालबा ये है कि ये इलेक्शन को साफ करें, इसको 70 की तरह ये ना बनाएं कि इस तरह जिस तरह मुजीब के साथ किया था इस तरह हमारे साथ ना कर।
Okay, Chaudhary sir, 1 second. Meher, I'm running slightly short on time.
Just one second.
Chaudhary sir, 1 second. Meher, go ahead quickly. Meher, yes.
I'm going to, you know what you asked him. Of course, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf will will have to form a coalition government. Even at this point, if they have the winning numbers in the sense they are the party with the largest numbers, but they are independents. They fought the election as independents. They will have to join a political party to form government at this point. That is a given. There is no argument about that. Now, who they make the alliance with, that is to be seen. But as the court cases will go on in Pakistan, in our part of the world. Courts do not really give quick verdicts most of the time. So let's see what happens. But of course, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf independents will have to join a political party as soon as possible. I think there's a specified time. So they'll have to join a political party. Which party would they join? I don't know what's going to happen. But as I said, the most important debate right now is to give the verdict, the mandate to people back to them. It has been stolen. Many, it's not every seat, yes, but many seats do not have a clear winner. And the fight is, the contest is still on. Let's see what happens. But they will have to join a political party.
Got it. Dr. Elahi, a final question to you, sir. How would you respond to those who say, and I'm just flipping the question which I asked earlier, and my question now is the Pakistani military the biggest loser in this, considering the fact that the number of independents are the largest and they are likely to be or directly affiliated with Imran Khan and his party? So therefore, if the institution of the military was so strongly opposed to him, what does this election result prove?
I think I will say 2 things. One is that Pakistan Army is not the loser because 2 things. One is that all the parliamentarians and members of PTI were previously part of PML-N and Pakistan People's Party. So as my brother was saying, they are thieves. So all thieves were part of other parties and joining PTI. Number 2 is that all the members of PTI were raising slogans in KP, Pak Fauj Zindabad. Even Sher Afzal Marwar, the most vocal leader of PTI, was raising slogans in favor of army, and throughout in KP, where they have majority, they were supporting army and raising slogans. So I think even PTI, they don't have any bad feeling about army. They might have some feeling about the former army chief with whom they were very close, and then they had problems. But I think now the situation is changed, and PTI plus other parties, they all are in good books with army. So army is not losing. They are winning in any case.
All right. Let's see what finally happens. It's been a fascinating conversation with all of you, and I do appreciate the candor with which all of you have spoken. The entire world is looking at Pakistan and the results of this election. We didn't even get around to talking about the economic issues which any government will need to address first up. Thank you all very much for being with us.
Thank you.